I'm Kevin Coleman with the Center Post at the Ross County Commissioners, and they just went into executive session again to discuss the paper mill. Can you introduce yourself and what your part of this has been?
Sure, my name is Jody Walker. I'm Executive Director of South Central Ohio Job and Family Services, and our agency operates the High Means Job Center here in Ross County as well as Hocking and Benton. And we're working with our community partners here in the county to address the Pixel issue and how we can best support the workers and the community. So we've opened up a resource center at the Library Annex on Payne Street, where we're open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 12 to 4 o'clock right now to help anybody that's been impacted from Pixel and with what's going on. So we're working with employees who work at Pixel right now to look at possibly job training, career development if they're looking to change careers or just looking for jobs. So, as well as any other community members impacted. So we're there with community partners. We have High University Chillicothe, Shawnee State, Pickaway Ross Career Technical Center, Ross County Community Action will be there at different times throughout the 3 days we're open. And that's listed on the Scioto Valley Forward website when we're going to have partners there. So we're just trying to bring people to answer questions and help individuals out and help them plan.
And this is mainly planning on leaving the paper mill and finding another job, or?
Yeah, if the paper mill would close, then the goal is to help people kind of determine what they want to do, whether it is to find a different career in manufacturing in the area or look for training to help them move into a different field. So there will be some funds available for people who are impacted to help them be retrained, as well as working on resume writing, job search, interviews, because a lot of times people haven't done that for a while. So we want to make sure that we're helping them sharpen up on their skills as well as anything that they need. And then we'll bring in community resources to see what's available as far as if they have questions as they move forward through this process.
Mike Throne said there were 450 jobs within a 45-minute radius. Is that
were impacted, or
that our people want to hire?
Yeah, so that sounds pretty accurate. We have a lot of jobs in the area that need employees. So our job fair is on Wednesday, June 25th, that we generally have annually. It's at the High University Chillicothe Shoemaker Center, and we have around 80 employers that will be there to do interviews.
80, is that a usual number?
That's a pretty high number. So that's, generally we're between 50 and 60. So I think we had 75, and we knew that we were going to get some more. So I assume we're going to have close to 80 employers as well as some partners there to talk about different. I know, we have High University Chillicothe. I think Shawnee State's going to be there to talk about educational opportunities and training. But we have close to 80 employers that'll be there.
So. And this is not just for Pixel employees?
No, this is just, generally we have this for anybody in the community, but with timing and everything, I'm sure we'll have people interested to see what's out there.
Do you think if the paper mill shuts down that the local economy can absorb all of the workers?
That's a hard question just because there are 860 employees that are, I think, 800 and something employees.
Last I heard, 780.
780. So I'm sure that people will begin looking at what their options are if the paper mill does shut down, and what jobs are here locally in the county and what ones are in the surrounding counties, and hopefully that people who are able to get to work will go to work, and then people who are looking at a different career, we can help kind of guide them on what that would look like.
But a transition is the paper mill. The workforce here, the team has worked hard to create a good transition.
Yeah, so we've been really engaged with Pixel's local team here and trying to work with them and coming up with options and information. Once we've gotten more information on what the plan's going to do, it's helped them determine how to bring resources together. So we're working with them pretty closely. We have a weekly call with them to kind of determine what the needs are of the employees, and then really try to get information out to them. So that's one of the things that we have a meeting later this week to go on site to kind of look at some space and help determine what we can bring on site for the employees and what we can do there and meet their needs.
So you would have an office there where you could help employees?
So, we have the resource center that we have to staff at the library, and what we're going to try to do is determine if we need to be on site more often. There's some things that the state has to do if there are layoffs with rapid response, that they'll go in and provide information. So what we'll do then is look at when we bring our staff in, do we need to be there maybe one day a week available for employees if they can't make it to the resource center? So we're trying to determine what that need's going to be and what that's going to look like. The biggest thing we want to do is make sure we can help answer questions and help steer people in the direction they want to go.
Do you think most of the mill employees know that what's available to them, like what you're doing here?
I think we've been communicating really well with Pixel's HR team, so we've been sharing information. We've met with different employees. I know we've met with the union, we've provided information, and then for the non-union, I know that they're getting information out there. So we're just trying to coordinate that and make sure that people have all the information that's available at this time.
And it sounds like the state is working closely with this team to help also.
Yes, so the state's been part of our weekly phone calls with Pixel. So we've had representatives from the Rapid Response with the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services. The Unemployment Compensation Division with the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services has been engaged. So there's a lot of support for the state to make sure that we wrap around services as much as we can and answer questions for employees as we kind of walk through this with them.
Okay. Is South Central Ohio Job and Family Services, are you a state agency?
So we're the county agency. In Ohio, Job and Family Services is state supervised, county administered. So our agency administers the services through the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services. So with workforce development, it's a county specific. So we're the Ohio Means Job Center for Ross County. We're multi-county, so we serve Ross, Hocking, and Benton. But we also serve with our public assistance programs, Medicaid, children's services, child support. So the state supervises it, the county administers those programs.
So it's probably good that you oversee all these aspects and you're sort of a local control, local agency.
Yeah, because we also interact with other social service agencies and providers. So things that we can't do, we want to make sure we can get in front of people so that if there's other programs someone may be eligible for or questions, we want to make sure that they have access to those. And that's where we work really closely with the chamber to bring other resources to the table. So Mike Thrun and his staff have been great to work with.
At the chamber.
Yes.
How can people learn more?
The Side of Valley Forward website, and I don't have the exact website, so I'll share that with you so you can, I think you've posted it at different times.
I think it's just sideofforward.com.
Yes. That's one way. If they want to stop in at the Resource Center at Payne Street at the Library Annex, that's another. You can stop in our High Means Job Center at our agency at the Ross County Service Center. We have information there too. I think we have it linked on our webpage, which is scojfs.org. And you can get information through our High Means Job, the Workforce Development High Means Job Center section on our webpage too. But yeah, so in the chamber I think has it shared too. So we're just trying to get the information out there, and I know that Pixel shared some of the flyers. There's some QR codes and different things, and we'll have information at the job fair too.
Okay. Is there a phone number and email that people could use? Or just go to the...
If you go to the website, there should be links for emails, and especially if people are interested in services, because there's going to take you to the link to register, so that we can track and send information out.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.